my fourth area, which, yeah, second to last area, was 29 Palms, California. And so I thought I had been in the desert in Indio, but when I went to 29 Palms, I realized that now I was really in the desert. So 29 Palms is the most northeast area of the mission. It covers a huge geographical area out to pretty much Las Vegas Mission. Some cool things about that area, they had, I'm pretty sure, there's a town called Amboy that we covered. We never went there because it was like so far away. But that's the city that Cars, the Pixar movie, was filmed based off of. And another, well, basically this town was it was existed because there was a Marine base there. It's the biggest Marine base in the world, and they train most of the new Marines there. And it's huge. It just covers a lot of the desert, and they have training facilities there. And so most of the members in that ward were Marines or former Marines. They're still working on the base, and it's just a great place to be. I thought it's beautiful. Some people would say otherwise. They might not like the desert as much as we did, but it's a great place to be as a missionary because there's people that are humble. It's kind of a small town when you're not on base, and so like people know each other, and you see the same people all the time, and you have to, like, the closest Walmart, it was in the next town over. It was about 20 or 30 minutes away, so that's where we do our shopping. And so it was just a fun time. And so a lot of the people there, kind of like Loma Linda, my first area, it's a lot of young couples too, or young single guys who are Marines. And so that's a lot of the people that we teach is young Marines who are just coming from different parts of the world now, trying to find their way in life, just starting in the Marines, and then their friends would refer them to missionaries, and we teach them. And it was just a fun experience. It was fun to be with them. The members are really great. And also in that area we covered 2 units. There was an English ward, and then there was a Samoan branch. And so, again, everything great about the Samoan wards in Rialto, we got in the Samoan branch there. And everything great about the English wards, we also got. The members are just really kind. I was lucky also to be there during the winter, so that the temperature was nice and the weather was great. It is the high desert, and so, which basically means it's a little bit more windy and cold than the normal desert. And so so I kind of like the cold, so I liked it. But missionaries there in the summer will probably get maybe 100 into the 120s, I'd say, is the highest heat they'll get. But we had a truck, which was nice. We needed 4-wheel drive because sometimes you go to places that were like out in the middle of the sand. I remember one time we were going to this house and we got stuck because the roads are just off-road, and we had to go on this road. It's like, warning, this road is not kept up by the county of San Bernardino. We're like, oh no. So we just drove through because we needed to get to our place, and it just, at one point the wheels were turning and we're like, oh no, this is it. This is how it ends. Like we're just stuck here, but we made it out. And yeah. We probably should have gone a different route, but it is what it is. So I never went out to that town that Cars was. It was like probably like an hour, at least an hour, 2 hours away, and there was no members out there, so there's no point unless you just wanted to have a fun time and go out there. But missionaries don't need to be doing that, so we never went there. So in that area in 29 Palms, teaching Marines. For the most part, they'd be there while we were there because missionaries are typically there a shorter amount of time than Marines are, even though Marines are there for a small time. I was in that ward for 3 transfers. I had 2 companions. And actually, remembering it now, I remember driving in there because they changed it. before I got there, there was 2 sisters serving there, and then the mission changed a little bit, and so they put 4 elders there. It was me, and then I had a brand new missionary with me, and then another missionary, and he was with a brand new missionary too. And so we were both brand new to the area, and it took a little while to figure everything out, because coming from one area of missionaries to 2, they didn't have it divided in any way, and so it took a while to figure out how we were going to divide the area geographically to proselyte, and also we didn't know who we were going to teach, who would be teaching who, and also to find people and get to know the ward without like any. Oh, we had a basic understanding that the sisters left really good notes for us to go off of. But I remember there that first night driving there, it was dark, and so we couldn't see what 29 Palms was like, and we just felt like, wow, like filled with anxiety, like all the feelings that you have at the beginning of your mission. When you go to a new area, it's pretty much the same thing. It's like, wow, this is a brand new place. This is a brand new start. It's just a time to change and recommit yourself to like it's a brand new mission. And so that's what I really loved about 29 Palms. We saw so many miracles there, and in Indio, I remember seeing a lot of miracles. But like coming there and feeling a little bit stressed at first for a few weeks, because just getting adjusted, not having anywhere to go with, not having a missionary there with you that knew the area. But coming from that and being able to work through that together, all 4 of us worked really hard there, and we were able to find great success. And so that was really exciting. And I think for that reason, that really like helped me to come to know the Savior more, through facing trials and overcoming through prayer and faith, helped me to really love the area and the people in that ward, and also to love the Lord more. So I really loved 29 Palms.